Hello, hello. Welcome to Reading Time. My name is Time, and today's book is Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. Let's get to reading. Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl tells the story of a fox named Mr. Fox who uses his wits to outsmart his three nasty farmer neighbors by stealing the farmer's poultry and cider right out from under them. I would give this book a 4-star rating. It's a quick read and a cute story, and overall I liked it, but I wouldn't say that it's one of my favorite books or a book that I found especially excellent, so I'm giving it 4 stars instead of 5. Content-wise, there is some content that you may want to be aware of. In the book, the farmers are fed up with Mr. Fox stealing from them, so they go after him to hunt him down and stop him from stealing from them. This means that they try shooting him, and they do actually succeed in shooting his tail off. They also wait outside of his foxhole to try and starve him out, so there is some violence to be aware of, especially violence toward animals. Substance usage also occurs in this book, and most of that usage is centered around hard cider. One of the farmers makes and exclusively consumes cider, and Mr. Fox and a couple of other animals steal some of this cider, and it is suggested that this cider is alcoholic. Later, all of the animals, including the children, drink the cider as part of a celebratory feast, so there are instances of alcohol usage in the book. The other point of content that you should be aware of is the issue of stealing in this book. So, Mr. Fox originally gets into trouble with the farmers because he is stealing food from them for his family. He then solves his problems by continuing to steal from them. And the morality of the entire operation is generally left unquestioned, except for one moment in chapter 14 called Badger Has His Doubts. And here's just an excerpt from that chapter. "Suddenly," Badger said, "doesn't this worry you just a tiny bit, Foxy?" "Worry me?" said Mr. Fox. "What?" "All this stealing." Mr. Fox stopped digging and stared at Badger as though he had gone completely dotty. "My dear old furry frump," he said, "do you know anyone in the whole world who wouldn't swipe a few chickens if his children were starving to death?" There was a short silence while Badger thought deeply about this. "You are far too respectable," said Mr. Fox. "There's nothing wrong with being respectable," Badger said. "Look," said Mr. Fox. "Bogus and Bunce and Bean are out to kill us. You realize that, I hope." "I do, Foxy, I do indeed," said the gentle Badger. "And we're not going to stoop to their level. We don't want to kill them." "I should hope not, indeed," said Badger. "We wouldn't dream of it," said Mr. Fox. "We shall simply take a little food here and there to keep us and our families alive. Right?" "I suppose we'll have to," said Badger. "If they want to be horrible, let them," said Mr. Fox. "We down here are decent, peace-loving people." Beyond this section, the morality of Mr. Fox's actions are not questioned. And I think this section could be discussed further with readers of various ages, but I'll go more into that in a little bit. First, though, I would generally recommend this book to 2nd through 6th grade readers. This is an early chapter book, which means that it has plenty of pictures, usually a picture on each page, and the chapters are only a few pages long, so that would make it easier for younger readers to get through it. The story is easy to follow and would be a good one to also make predictions or inferences with, as there are natural points in the story where a reader can guess what Mr. Fox is going to do next, or how the other characters will respond to his actions. I do think, however, that this book could also be used as an example or a discussion point for older students as well. While the overall story does not have a lot of depth going on into it, the question of the morality of stealing is one that could be discussed with an older group. The example that comes best to mind for me would be a high school setting where a class is reading Les Mis. Both books deal with characters stealing due to starvation, but there might be some interesting comparisons or some interesting questions that could be asked because of these two books. For example, is it morally right for someone to steal in this sort of situation where they are starving? Were there other options that Jean Valjean or Mr. Fox could have taken that would have been better? Does it make a difference that Mr. Fox is a fox and thus is not constrained by the laws of men? Does it make a difference that Mr. Fox is not just stealing for survival at the end, but is stealing for an exuberant feast? While the comparison may seem a bit silly, I do think that this has the potential to create an interesting discussion. As I said earlier, I would give this book 4 stars. It's a good book and I would recommend it, but it didn't necessarily wow me, so that's why I'm doing 4 instead of 5 stars. I did scratch off the poster for this week. We have a fox, if you can see that right there. If you are interested in following along with the 100 Kids Books Bucket List Reading Challenge, please subscribe to the challenge. You can also get updates on upcoming books and links to the videos by following me on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know what you think about Fantastic Mr. Fox, and if you have any other book recommendations. And as always, have a marvelous week and a wonderful read.